soy Arianita La Gringa, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know anything about me, I am an English teacher, and as you can see behind me and from the title of this video, we are at the grocery store, but not any type of grocery store. We are at the International Supermarket, and I'm so excited to show you guys what's inside because this isn't any type of grocery store. This is an American supermarket where they have American goods and they also have international goods from all over the world. There are 2 Jungle Gyms in the city of Cincinnati, and this supermarket is a touristic place because lots of people come here to shop for goods from all over the world. Also, if you can't understand me during this video, I also have added subtitles in Spanish, Portuguese. Before walking inside the supermarket, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe to me if you haven't already. And if you want to, give me a super thanks because that supports my videos. Now, come along with me and let's go walk inside the supermarket. What is the first thing that you do before entering a grocery store? The first thing you do is you can grab a shopping cart, which holds a larger amount of items. And the second thing is you can grab a basket, which holds a small amount of items, and it'll go around your arm. Today, I am going to use a shopping cart because I feel like I'm going to buy a lot of food here because this is an international supermarket and I can't find these goods in my normal grocery stores like Kroger or Walmart. Also, I live 45 minutes away from this supermarket, so I feel like I should buy a lot of food because I want to take advantage of my time and try new foods since I'm already here. So let me grab my shopping cart and let's walk inside. This international market is called Jungle Gyms, and as you can see from this car behind me, it has a zebra print to it. So when we go inside, you're going to see some strange things, maybe some noises of monkeys, and you're going to see a jungle theme based on its name, Jungle Gyms. I wanted to ask you guys, where is the first section or department you guys go to when you enter the grocery store? When I talk about section or departments, these are produce sections for fruits and veggies, the dairy section, frozen foods, the dry foods. Let me know down below where you guys go to first when you go inside the grocery store. As I said before, this isn't any typical grocery store. This is Jungle Gyms, an international supermarket where they have lots of different themes all around me. And as you can see right behind me, they have a mini movie theater where they have a mini cinema that tells the story of Jungle Gyms. So come along with me and let's go check it out. These seats are so comfy. It feels like I'm in an actual movie theater, which actually, this is a mini movie theater. I might need to get myself some popcorn and a drink just to enjoy the story of Jungle Gyms. Also, it was really hot outside, so now I'm just enjoying the fresh, cool air, but I have to get back to the video and teach you guys some English in the grocery store. I'm about to tell you guys a funny story. So the first time I visited this grocery store, I needed to use the bathroom really bad. So I knocked on this porta potty and no one came out. And then I thought to myself, well, right here, they have an outhouse, but they don't have a door, so where am I going to use the restroom? And then someone came out from this door, and I realized inside it's actually a modernized bathroom. Let's take a look. It's not a porta potty, it's an actual restroom. I waited like 5 or 10 minutes to go to the bathroom because I didn't know it was not a porta potty, it was an actual restroom. So if you ever visit a Jungle Gym supermarket and you need to go to the bathroom, you don't need to knock on the door of the porta potty, you can just open it up and walk inside because it's huge, really clean, and it has a lot of toilets that you can use and flush, unlike a porta potty. The first section that I always visit when I enter the grocery store is called the produce section. The produce section has fruits and vegetables. Also, another way of saying vegetables is called veggies. This is just a shorter way to say vegetables. So fruits and veggies is where we are at right now, and compared to my normal grocery store, this international supermarket has a variety of fruits and veggies from all over the world. Now let's start off with some vegetable vocab. What is this called in your country? Here it's called an eggplant. Eggplants. And this one is called yellow squash. Here they have signs right above the vegetables in case you do get confused, which sometimes I do, especially with this vegetable. This is zucchini. It's a zucchini squash. Zucchini is very similar to cucumber, but they have a different taste. So make sure to look at the signs so you're not confused. Next to the zucchini, there is some garlic. Also, this is fresh garlic. This is different to the garlic in a glass container, like this one right here. I personally like the fresh garlic versus this garlic because I like the taste of it. I like things fresh. There are 4 different colors of peppers. There's green peppers, yellow peppers, orange peppers, and red peppers. But all of these have different flavors. Next to the sweet peppers, there are some spicy peppers called jalapenos. And I know that they are spicy just by the smell of it. I'm not going to take too long in the produce section, in the fruits and veggies section, but now we are just going to play a little game to see what kind of fruits and veggies you guys know. So this is the first vegetable. You have 3 seconds to tell me what the name of this is. This is called a pea. Pea. What is this called? Ginger. Ginger. Ginger is famous in many Asian recipes. Now, this one will be a little bit tricky. What is this one called? This is called a leek. Leek. And this one? This is a green onion. And actually, I'm growing green onions in my backyard. And what is this called? This is called a red beet. Red beet, and they have a variety of lettuce here. They have around 5. This is called iceberg lettuce, and I'm going to use the signs to help me because I don't know. They also have some Boston lettuce, the romaine lettuce, the red leaf lettuce, and the green leaf lettuce. Let me know down below if you guys have a variety of lettuce in your country. I've gotta be honest with you guys. I'm from the United States and I honestly don't know what some fruits or veggies are called inside this grocery store. I don't even know how to eat this. Do I cut it? Do I eat it raw? Can I eat the outside of it? Or do I have to bake this in order to eat it? Is this a fruit since it's a bitter melon, or is this a vegetable? Now I'm in the fresh fruits section, so we're gonna play another game like we did before, where I'm going to show you some fruits. I'm gonna start off with the easiest one first and move on to the hard ones. What is this called? This is called a dragon fruit. And this one? This is called a mango. Dragon fruit, mango. What is this fruit called? This is called a papaya. Papaya. And this one? This is called a coconut. Coconut. Now I'm going to show you 2 of the most difficult fruits that I found that I do not even know the name of. So this one, what is it called? I'm looking at the sign. This is a tropical rambutan. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. And this one? This is a pepino melon. Pepino melon. And it has a lot of spikes all around this fruit. If you've guessed both of these correctly, I think you guys are fruit experts. My shopping cart is empty since I don't need any vegetables, but I might grab a peach or 2 peaches. Peaches, 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 peaches. I'm in the bakery section where I can get my bread, my pastries, or my sweet treats. In the bread section, they have some pita bread and they also have some Hawaiian bread. I'm going to grab a pack of Hawaiian bread rolls because I love eating these at home. Before moving on to the next section, I'm going to get myself some dessert. So I'm going to grab a package of M&M cookies for my house. Look at how cute this honey dipper is, and you would use this with your jar of honey. And as you can see behind me, they have a bunch of different types of honey. Do you guys eat honey? And how do you eat your honey? Do you eat it with crackers? Do you eat it with a cheese board? Let me know down below. Behind me, we are in the meat section where you can find different types of meats like beef, like chicken, and pork. They have lots of different cuts of meat, so come along with me and let's see what type of meat they have here. This is a ribeye steak, and this right here is a bone-in ribeye because it has a bone inside of it. And this right here, filet mignon, is one of the most expensive cuts of meat at $27.80. Look at this small cut of meat compared to this one. This is just normal beef and it's $17. $17 compared to $27, which one would you choose? I should have told you before, but if you're a vegan, you can go ahead and skip this part. But here in America, we love to eat burgers. So you can eat burgers just buying ground beef like this, or you can have pre-made patties ready for the grill. Now I'm in the chicken section of the meat section. So they have different types of chicken. They have regular chicken breasts that are inside this package, or you can just buy a whole rotisserie chicken. This big old boy right here. My favorite type of chicken are the chicken breasts that I showed you before, or the chicken wings. Now I'm in the pork section. I personally don't eat a lot of pork, but when I do, I choose ribs. My dad absolutely loves eating ribs because we like to grill it out on the barbecue. Now look at this. In Jungle Jim's, they have live lobsters. I'm not sure why they have them here, but this is one of the unique things they have in this international supermarket. And I think you can't find it in a regular grocery store. Now look at the price of the lobsters, $12.99 per pound. What else can you find in the seafood section? You can find shrimp, scallops, bass, and salmon. Notice how I did not pronounce the L in salmon like you do in Spanish. Salmon. You pronounce it salmon. Salmon. Look who I found behind me. No one other than Albert Einstein, and he's inside this machine. Unfortunately, I do not have change on me, so I can't put my quarter inside this thing. Anyway, let's keep on moving on, but I'll say bye to Albert Einstein. This grocery store has two sections. They have the Americanized grocery section where you normally would find things like in your local Kroger or Walmart, and they have an international section where you find things from different countries. Let's start off with the American grocery section and learn some vocab. Right now, I am in an aisle. An aisle is a pathway that you can walk through with similar types of food. In this aisle, aisle 7, they have chips. So let's see what chips we can find. Right here, they have some Doritos. I love Doritos, and these are the party size. Look at the difference between these Doritos versus these Doritos. This one is a bit smaller than this one. Now I'm in the canned food aisle. Notice when I pronounced the word aisle, I did not pronounce letter S. Aisle, aisle. What can you find in a can? You can find a bunch of different canned soups right here. And to my left, you can also find vegetables like corn, peas, spinach, all different types of vegetables. Canned food is really good because it does not expire as fast as fresh fruits or vegetables. So it can last longer, and you only need a can opener to open up the canned food, and you can heat it up easily. So it takes less time to prepare. Now I'm in aisle 6 in the cereal aisle, and look at the abundance of cereals behind me. They have different brands like Fruit Loops, Kellogg's, Corn Flakes. Here they have a variety of different types of cereals, and they also come in different sizes. Look at this giant size of cereal, and the price of it is around $7. I think if I bought this, I can last for about 4 months by myself. Now I'm in the beverage aisle where you can find so many different types and flavors of beverages. To my left, you have Coca-Cola products, and these are in 2-liter bottles. And below the 2-liter Coke bottles, you have the mini cans. And this is what a mini can looks like. It's obviously smaller than a 2-liter, and they have even more flavors like Sprite, Fanta, and this does not look like a 2-liter because this is 1.25 liters. And this is definitely a lot skinnier compared to this one. As we walk down over here, they have more beverages like Fanta. Look at how many flavors they have. They have orange Fanta, pineapple, strawberry. I didn't know they had so many Fanta flavors. I gotta try those in a little bit. And across from the soft drinks, there is water. So this is a giant bottle of water, and it's plastic. I have a question for you guys. Do you guys buy big plastic bottles of water like this in your country? Because I know in some countries, you normally just boil the water and then you can drink it. And this costs $1.19. Look at all of the different types of brands and sizes of bottles of water. For example, they have a 24-pack. Below it, they have a mini pack. It's kind of like the Coke cans that I just showed you. You have a mini pack and then you have a bigger one. And this brand right here called Fiji is 2 for $5. And for me, that is very expensive because this is imported straight from Fiji. So people like the taste of it. Let's see what else we can find. Wow, this glass bottle of water is $4. Would you buy a glass bottle of water for $4? Let me know down below. Behind me, they have sports drinks like Powerade and Gatorade. So you normally would only drink sports drinks before or after going to the gym because they're full of electrolytes. And behind me, you can see the 12 packs of Coke. Americans absolutely love their Coke products, and these sell so fast. Next to the regular Coca-Cola, they have the Diet Coke, which has no sugar and no calories. And then they have Coke Zero next to it, which just has no sugar. And then over here, they have some more 12 packs of Pepsi, which is similar to Coke, but it has a different taste. And then they have Diet Pepsi. It's the same thing like the Diet Coke. It has no calories. And they have the Mountain Dew. Notice how I pronounce the word mountain, because this is a glottal stop, so you do not pronounce the T in the glottal stop. You will say Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew. Have you guys tried Mountain Dew before? Let me know down below. Next to the Mountain Dew, of course, they have the Diet Mountain Dew, like the Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, and then they have 7-Up, root beer, Sunkist, and they have even more 12 packs. Now let's move on to the dairy section. Moving on to the dairy section, there are milk products, cheese, yogurt, and surprisingly eggs. The milk is inside a refrigerator to keep it nice and cool and prevent it from expiring. Now I'm going to show you the different prices of different milks. I'm going to open up this refrigerator, and this gallon of milk is whole milk, and it's $3.99. Next to the whole milk, they have the 2% gallon milk, which is also $3.99. And over here, they have whole milk, but it is organic, so it is a lot pricier than the normal gallon milk. It's at $6.19. Now I'm in the frozen section where we have frozen food. And as you can see, I have goosebumps because this section is cold because they have a lot of freezers here. So frozen food basically consists of food frozen inside of a box that is pre-made and ready to heat up. Let's see what we can find. Right here is pre-made chili. So what you do is you just open up the box, put it in your microwave, and then it's done. Americans love to eat frozen food because they work a lot and sometimes don't have time to cook for themselves at home. So this is a great way to eat at home. And frozen food is pretty cheap for Americans too. Personally, I don't like frozen food because the taste might be a little bit different, and I like eating fresh food prepared at home. Frozen food consists of pizza, frozen dinners, pot pies, appetizers, frozen chicken, frozen rice, and many more. Behind me is the deli section where you can get fresh sliced meat and cheese. One of the last sections of this supermarket is their liquor section, where they have a bunch of beer, wine, and hard liquor that they sell here. If you go to an American party, you might find White Claw there. And what is this? This is a hard seltzer that has carbonation and has a different taste compared to beer. And right here, they have non-alcoholic beverages like beer. If you like the taste of beer, but you're pregnant, if you're sick, or you're taking antibiotics and you can't drink liquor, this is a great way to buy beer. Now I'm in the wine section. Now if you think there's only one type of wine, there aren't. Here are the different types of wine, and each type has a different flavor. Right here they have Sauvignon, they have Chardonnay, Cabernet. Over here they have some pineapple sangria, which actually sounds really good, raspberry sangria. Here they have Pinot Noir, Pinot Grigio, Merlot, and at the very bottom, they have some more Pinot Noir and sweet red wines. And they also have some boxed wine, which can be used at parties if people want to pour their wine themselves. You can also use boxed wine to cook, and sometimes boxed wine is cheaper than the glass bottle. Now I'm in the international part of the grocery store, and it's my favorite part because you can find food from all over the world. For example, I'm in the Hispanic aisle, and you can find food from countries based on the signs they have here. For example, this is a sign and it says Mexico, so in this aisle I can find items that are found in Mexico. Also, I know I'm in the Mexican aisle because there's a piñata above me. And next to Mexico is Venezuela, so they have products imported from Venezuela. And it's not a secret that I love Venezuelan food, so I'm going to take this cocosete home for me. Now I have teleported myself to Colombia, and they have a bunch of sweet treats. Wow, look at these lollipops. This is passion fruit and it looks so good. Now I'm in Argentina and I found myself some mate. Which mate should I get? Which team is better? Let me know down below. Now I'm in Peru and I haven't found a lot of candies, but they have a bunch of jars of different spices. Now I'm in Brazil and I have a bunch of Brazilian friends, and they told me to get Guaraná, which is a 2-liter soda, so I'm gonna get it for myself. Moving on away from Latin America, right now I'm in Europe, so you can buy things from France, from Holland, which is now called the Netherlands, and they even have these wooden pair of shoes that you can buy from the Netherlands. Now I'm in Asia, and as you can see behind me, this is just an aisle of beverages full of tea. And Asians are famous for their teas and bubble teas, so I'm gonna try some out. I'm gonna try this one, the strawberry, and this one. This is not a bubble tea, this is just a famous Asian drink. I'm still in the Asian aisle, but look at this cute little lunchbox I found. And the price of it is $23.99, rounding up to $24. But how does this lunchbox work? So you just open up the top of it, and I'm assuming this would be the rice bowl. But wow, look at the difference between American lunchboxes and a traditional Asian lunchbox. Now I'm finished with my shopping trip, and before I leave, I need to pay for my food. And to pay for my food, I am going to check out the food at the checkout counter. I am emptying the cart by placing my groceries on the conveyor belt so the cashier can scan each item. I am paying with a credit card, but you can also use cash. While I am paying, the cashier is bagging the groceries in a plastic bag and putting them back in the shopping cart. Now I am swiping my card to pay for the groceries. I'm finally done bagging my groceries and ready to go home. Okay guys, I'm finally finished with this YouTube video, and I'm going to let you guys know what I spent. On my receipt, it says that I spent $38.86. And my groceries, I just bought a bunch of snacks because I wanted to try snacks from all over the world. Okay guys, if you liked this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to support me, give me a super thanks. I'm ready to go home, but I'm late for my train, so I gotta go. Bye!